Welcome up. It is 6 o'clock in the morning and we're going to go outside and look at some glacier stuff. And then, yeah.
So even though I said I wouldn't or shouldn't, here we are, up at 6 a.m. to go outside in the cold to look at some ice. But there's always time to relax when I get home from vacation. What? Here's some early shots. A seal and ice.
So he's spinning the boat around so that everyone can get a chance to look at the glacier. But it's raining. So you're getting glacier views with water in it.
And after a sweet spin move done by our captain, we all had a vantage point to see the glacier.
If you want to see all these views, wait till they turn the boat around and go back because everyone's eating breakfast. There's no one out here.
Most people went in to eat at this point, but I stayed out and enjoyed the deck all to myself. And on the way back, more seals and ice.
Camera gear got wet, but it's doing okay now. Breakfast.
And by the time I finished my late breakfast, it was time for lunch. So I stayed in the food hall as we won't be into Juneau until 1:30 p.m.
Duck, chicken, nachos, pudding, ocean. We are coming into Juneau.
And here comes Juneau.
Yeah, this morning as we went in here to see that glacier, right? And then now we're pulling up to Juneau, and that's where we're going to go whale watching. This is the port of Juneau here, this whole thing here. All right, hello Juneau. That's a ship. Hello Juneau. First time here.
There were a ton of excursions to pick from. We went with the whale watching tour. And as you can see, there's lots of different price points for the tours. We looked for one with affordable price and along with a good amount of time spent out on the water.
All checked in and we should be leaving fairly soon. Go out there and see whales, hopefully. If I don't see a whale, I'll just say I saw this. Prop it in, it looks like I'm on the ocean. There's a whale. Oh, it's a whale.
The main road's 42 miles long and dead ends on both sides. Basically, it's a 1930s office building back here. They just slapped some marble columns on it and called it a day.
The top section of the boat filled up fast, but even though we were at the bottom, it would serve us just fine today. And now the best way to find whales is to look for other boats that are looking at whales. A lot of whale watching is just looking at the water and waiting.
So that means that they have to breathe to be able to survive.
And not too much longer, here I am staring at the sea again. It's important to always be ready, as you never know when that spray of water is going to pop up. And you're going to see the back of a whale, and hopefully a whale tail. That's a happy pudding. We stayed here for just a while, just waiting and watching and waiting and watching. Sometimes you didn't get a tail, but sometimes you did. This tail belonged to a whale they named Baltimore. Whales are just that magical. After a quick scan on, we continued our way, and were about to turn around when the puddin' noticed a fin, a big blackfish kind of fin.
Like I said, where there are boats. Alright, everyone, please stay seated for me. Thank you so much. Like I said, where there's boats, there's something cool. And we don't normally go this far north, so if there's lots of boats out here, there's something really cool. Orcas are only seen on about 3 to 5% of our tours, so I usually don't even like to talk about them. But you guys are the lucky 3 to 5%. I told you.
We couldn't wait till we got the approval to get up and get out and watch these amazing orcas, the largest member of the dolphin family. This is most likely a resident pod and not some transient whales. So the humpbacks we saw a little earlier should be just fine, as these guys aren't interested in killing whales, so to speak. They want fish. This is the second time in my life that I've been honored to see some wild orcas. And I know the puddin' is also having the time of her life. I'm doing my best to sit still and hold the camera steady, and enjoying what is happening in the water right out in front of me. And I left with a few photos too.
Right over here.
But wait, there's more! Nothing like closing out a great whale watching trip with a bunch of stellar sea lions. Well, I'd say out of all my whale watching experiences, that was the best one ever. So we're gonna go look at a glacier and then go eventually either into Juneau for a little bit if we have time, or for sure back to the boat before they take off at 9 o'clock tonight. Bye. Pretty tired, so we decided walking back into Juneau wasn't our best option, that we would have dinner, free dinner, on the boat. Alright, we opted not to go to Juneau because it's 7 and we got to be back on the ship at 9, so we opted just to go back to play it safe, but maybe someday we'll come back to Juneau. Alright, made it on the boat. Plenty of time. We don't pull out for another hour and a half, but I'd rather eat for free here on the boat. Tonight is Italian night, so let's see what that brings us. Window seat over there. Alright, without the drink plan, Cokes are $4.50, a little much. Salad, chicken quesadilla, and it's Italian night, so a bunch of Italian food. Alright, second and final plate. Nachos has become a staple at every meal. It's hard to screw that up. Broccoli, some cheese, and you grab the plate, leave the cannoli, or grab the cannoli, leave, cannoli. All right, 8:30. We should leave the dock in about a half hour. Have food again. Gotta add salt, pepper, hot sauce because the food is a little bland. We're gonna walk some laps to make up for eating like pigs today. What a great day! And we're gonna go back to the room and retire early night tonight, hopefully in bed. Sleeping before 10 would be nice. And then tomorrow is tomorrow. Tomorrow is Skagway, Alaska. Hello. Good night.
The game thing goes up at night.
So quickly, you have 2 whirlpool hot tubs, and you have your outdoor pool and indoor pool. But realistically, a lot of these cruises that go to Alaska, or at least now in June, it's a little chilly, so you don't find yourself using them that much. But still bring a suit just in case. The indoor pool, we changed our mind. We might actually use this now. Alright, changed our mind. Indoor pool actually stays open till 11. What a way to end a day, with the pool all to yourself. Thanks for watching.